Hello, YouTube people. My name is Audrey, and I'm going to do a little story time. Story time, yay. Alright, so we're gonna start off with a little duck. May not look like a duck, but this was a duck, alright. There we go. So, this duck was a very nice little duckling. Well, it wasn't really a duckling, it was a full grown duck. One of the biggest ducks ever. Even had some muscles. Those lines are his muscles. He was a very strong duck. He could fly higher than the Empire State Building any day. But one day, he was going to the supermarket. So here's a little tree. Here's the path to the market. And there's the market. So, this was a long journey. It would probably take the duck about 3 days to walk there and flying one day, but he was so tired from flying up higher than the Empire State Building so much that he couldn't fly anymore. So what this duck decided to do is he decided to go with a couple of other people. The rich animals, like Bunny, and the fox that didn't look like a fox, looks like a reindeer, but it's a fox. So the bunny and the fox and the turtle. So these animals were rich because they were sort of foragers of human items. Now the humans, they lived in a distant land. Some called it space, but it was really just really far. So the humans lived here. Woohoo! Yeah, party! So the humans lived there, and they had many different items, such as skateboards. So what these animals did is they collected items like this, skateboards. So they had 2 skateboards that these animals shared with each other. They also had many other items, like the humans. They also owned a lot of food items like this. They called these Doritos. And these animals wanted them very much. So they sort of just collected a bunch of them in a big pile. So they had plenty of food. They didn't need to go to the supermarket, but they liked going to the supermarket. It's a fun supermarket, you see. There was like games and stuff, and it's just really fun supermarket. And so the duck went up to these animals and he said, "May I use your skateboards?" But the animals declined. They said they needed them for themselves. They barely fit on them by themselves. And so the duck said, "May I use one of the skateboards if I promise to push you all the way to the supermarket?" So you know how some humans, well, you might not know this, but some humans, they go to the supermarket, so there's their supermarket, and they have little carts that look like this. And sometimes they will go and push the cart and then jump onto that little part right there. See, this is what the duck was planning on doing. But what he ended up doing is pushing all the animals to the supermarket. This story, it talks about the duck, and he never gave up on pushing him to the supermarket. In some cases, it's a good thing, not giving up for what you really want. But it really wasn't healthy, because the duck, these little things, dropped. This probably wouldn't happen to an actual duck, but in this case it did. The duck lost a lot of its muscles, and it became sick. It had a skateboard, It was pretty fun for the duck, but it was sick. So, the duck decided that he needed to take a break, and he gave the skateboard to someone outside. All that effort for something he wasn't even going to use for the rest of his life. So, the duck decided in the future he's just going to do it the easy way, not the hard way that looks easy. So there is the story of the duck, the humans, the reindeer fox thing, the bunny, and the turtle, and the skateboard.